Hello everyone, welcome to STR UPSC. So today we'll discuss about first part of our Indian Constitution, that is Union and its territory. So before going into the first part, I will be briefly explaining about what is Constitution. So Constitution in Telugu we call it as Rajyangam. Okay, so in this we'll be having some set of rules, and also we'll be having how a government should perform. I mean how a government should be run, or else it will be having three organs of the government and their functioning. So what are the three organs of the government? We know that they are legislature, executive, and judiciary. So legislature, executive, judiciary, how they should perform, it will be written in the constitution. And this concept is called constitutionalism. So generally they'll be asking a question, what is constitutionalism? Constitutionalism is nothing but how the government should perform according to the constitution. గవర్నమెంట్ ఏమైనా చేయొచ్చా అంటే నో, గవర్నమెంట్ షుడ్ వర్క్ అకార్డింగ్ టు ద కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్, అండ్ గవర్నమెంట్ని లిమిట్ చేసేది కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ ఫైండ్ ద వర్డ్ లిమిటింగ్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ కాన్స్టిట్యూషనలిజం. ఇట్స్ అబ్సల్యూట్లీ ట్రూ. గవర్నమెంట్ కెనాట్ డూ ద అబ్సల్యూట్ థింగ్స్. ఇట్ షుడ్ వర్క్ అకార్డింగ్ టు ద కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్. The concept is called constitutionalism. And also constitution will be giving a set of powers to like constitution also will be having a set of rules and how the three organs of the government should work, and it will be limiting the government powers, and also it will be having different parts, schedules, and also it also will be having different articles. So we'll be looking, and I will be teaching about like how to deal with these articles, and also like how to remember these articles also in the next lecture. Fine. So now let us get into the topic. Part 1, Union and its territory, and part 1 consists of 1 to 4 articles. So let's look at each article in very detailed manner. So generally you are born. So if you are born, you'll be given a name. So you are born, your mother and father brought a book and they have written some name in it about your lifestyle, how it should be and all. So article 1 will be speaking about name and territory of the union. Okay, so a person born, date of birth, and also a particular place, and all these things will be written, right? So it is called birth report, or the report which tells about you. So generally regarding the constitution, in the first article they'll be telling about name and territory of the union. So article 1 clause 1 speaks about name of country, nothing but India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. So recently we have seen the controversy whether India should be called as India or Bharat between two political parties. But the answer is in our constitution itself. India can be called as India, and also India can also be called as Bharat. So while deciding the name of the country, name of the child, so they'll be telling about like some people told that we'll continue with India because we are known to world as India, and someone told that we'll be calling it as Bharatavarsha, and someone told we'll call it as Jambudweep, and someone told we'll go with Bharat, and someone called it as Hindustan, and someone told that we'll go with Hindustan. But what our constitution, like constituent assembly felt is we'll go with India, and that is Bharat, the new modern name and the ancient name. India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. There is one more controversy here, union of states. So not a controversy. So when they have asked about like why union of states, why we can't write federation of states, we'll be seeing what is federalism also. Okay, so when they have asked like why union of states, why not federation of a state, then Ambedkar said that Indian constitution is federal in character, but India is not a result of agreement between states. For example, US 13 colonies, they came together to form a country called USA. So these 13 colonies, they came together and they told that we'll be forming a country called United States of America after their independence, for like American War of Independence in 1760s something. So here India as an idea was before itself, right? India is not a part like Tamil Nadu came, AP came, then Telangana came, or else like Orissa came, West Bengal came, and all of them have sit together and part like made that will form India. It was not a thing. India as an idea was there before ancient period. I mean, like during the ancient period also, India was there. Idea of India was there. So Ambedkar said that Indian Constitution is federal, but India is not a result of agreement between the states, right? So now we'll look into something called federalism. So federalism is nothing but power sharing. So if you give power to only single person, they cannot handle the country efficiently. Also, it should not be there. Centralization of power should not be there. So what happened is power is shared between center and states. So central government should do certain works, state government should do certain works, and only this is called federalism. Okay, and union. The word union tells that it is central government. So I have given the example of US also. In US, 13 British colonies came together and formed and launched a war of independence. After that, they have decided that to make a country called USA. In India, no state has right to cede from India. For example, tomorrow if West Bengal want to go away with from India, it cannot do because we have not gone with an agreement. No state in our country have right to cede, to move out of India. They cannot form another country or another nation. So that is what Article 1 Clause 1 of our Constitution says. Then when it comes to Article 1 Clause 2, so it will be speaking about names of the states. So first country's name, then state's name, and territory's name. Where they should be written? They should be written in Schedule 1 of Indian Constitution. So primarily when our constitution was enacted, there were 8 schedules, and as of now we have 12 schedules. Okay, so as of now we have names of 28 states and 8 union territories in the article, I mean schedule 1, according to the article 1 clause 2. Then you'll be asking, so why we have clauses, articles here, then why to incorporate some more thing called schedules? So it is just like a cosmetic purpose. So for example, we have seen that in the beginning we were having a part A, part B, part C state. That also I'll be explaining. But for a simple logic, when India got, I mean, independence, and India got divided on the basis of religion, Pakistan and India. So India was having 565 princely states, and also some areas ruled, I mean, governed by commissioners. Some areas ruled by British governors. So they are like different states. So if you write the whole names whenever you are changing, then you have to write it every time, and it will become more bulk. So what they have done is not to become a bulk. So we can add some papers in the beginning or ending. That are nothing but schedules. So schedule is an explanatory memorandum of an article. Every time you create new state, if you add names of a state to an article, then it will become more bulky. That's what the reason we have a schedule. For example, Article 246 will be speaking about separation of powers or distribution of powers. So distribution of powers in our country, in our article, as it is mentioned as central list, state list, and concurrent list. So central list will be having 100 or 108 items. State list also will be having some 50 or like 80 items, and concurrent list will be having 50 items. So in this scenario, if you write these things in article itself, it will become more bulky. Tomorrow, central government, I mean state governments might give one of things to central government. At that time, we should change it again. We should reprint it. So it is like very bulky thing. That's why they have added it to a schedule. So we can find out these things in Schedule 7. So Schedule 7 speaks about distribution of powers between central and states. Then Article 1 Clause 3. So Article 1 clause 3 states that it will be telling about territory of the country. So first we have seen Article 1 clause 1 is speaking about the name of the country, and Article 1 clause 2 is speaking about name of the states and union territories, and Article 1 clause 3 is speaking about what type of territory, I mean what type of land an India can be having. It's not like land, area, we can say it's like a geographical area, and it also consists of airspace also. And also according to the UN clause, law of the sea and convention on the law of the sea, India will be having some area as a territory, I mean ocean area as a territory. So we'll be looking this in geography. As of now, how many types of territories India can have? Territories of states, territories of union, they are nothing but union territories, and also such other territories may be acquired from time to time. For example of acquired territory, we'll be looking about Pondicherry. So Pondicherry was a French colony. So French people, they gave, like we have made an agreement with France. Government of India and government of France have made an agreement, but after they have made an agreement, each parliament should be ratified. Ratified is nothing but should pass the bill that will be giving this territory to India. This is a territory of France. I mean, there is a French colony in Pondicherry. It was a territory of France. So they have given it to India. They have ratified in 1962. From 1954, they have made an agreement, and 1962 it has become, after ratification by the French Parliament, Pondicherry has become part of India. So 1954 to 1962, it was administered by India as a acquired territory. Similar thing happened with Goa. So Goa was ruled by, I mean, like Goa was ruled by Portuguese. Yes. So same thing happens with Goa, and we'll move on to next article. So summarizing the first article of Indian Constitution, Article 1 Clause 1 speaks about countries name. Article 1 Clause 2 speaks about names of states and union territories should be written in Schedule 1. Article 1 Clause 3 will be speaking about territories, type of territories, nothing but states, union territories, and acquired territories. In this, we have seen the example of Pondicherry. If you have liked this video, please do like, share, and subscribe.